Hello friends, in this question we are given a admittance parameter matrix Y and we are asked to find what is the value of beta. Okay, so how to proceed for this question? Okay, so here what I can derive from this Y matrix. Okay, for if I'm given a Y matrix, okay, admittance matrix, which means that I am given the relation between I1 I2 in terms of V1 and V2. Okay, so this I1 and I2 will be related to V1 and V2 by this matrix Y. Okay, or in matrix form I can write it as I1 I2, okay, is equal to Y into V1 V2. Okay, or I1 I2 is simply this Y 1 by 10 0 1 by 10 and 1 by 20 of V1 V2. Okay, so this is known to me now. So what I can do is I can write my I1 and I2 in terms of V1 and V2. So if I write I1, that is going to be V1 by 10 plus 0 V2. Okay, and I2 is going to be V1 by 10 plus V2 by 20. So I know my I1 and I2. Now in terms of V1 and V2, so what I can do here is, for this Y matrix is for this circuit. Okay, so similarly I can write this I1 and I2 in terms of this V1 and V2 for this circuit, and then I can compare and get my beta. So let's do that. So how can I write I1 in terms of V1 and V2? Here you can see your I1 is simply V1 by 10 if I did, okay, because this voltage is applied across this resistor of 10 ohm, so my I1 is going to be V1 by 10. Okay, or I can write it as I1 equal to V1 by 10 plus 0 V2. So you can see this equation, okay, this equation is similar to what I get from this Y matrix. Okay, so these two are matching. Now let's do that for this I2 also. Okay, so how can I write my I2? So let us focus on this part of the circuit. So for this part of the circuit, if I apply KVL in this loop, I get V2 is equal to I2 into 20 minus beta V1. Okay, okay, this here you can see the polarity. Okay, be careful about the polarity. So this is the polarity, that's why it is beta V1. Okay, if I rearrange this, I get 20 I2 is equal to beta V1 plus V2, or I2 is simply beta by 20 V1 plus V2 by 20. Now you can see here that I can now compare this equation with this equation. Okay, so from here I can see that the coefficient of V1 should be same, or if I write beta by 20 should be 1 by 10. Okay, so comparing these two equations, I get beta by 20 is equal to 1 by 10. Okay, 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 this coefficients. Now from here I get beta is equal to 20 by 10, and which is going to be 2. So this is how I will get my beta. Okay, so beta is going to be 2. So C is the correct answer for this question.